Okay, and we're live. So we just started this live. There's nobody in here quite yet, so I'm just going to do an introduction because I know this thing posts on YouTube and on TikTok and everything. Looks like we have one person in on TikTok. So this is going to be our final day, day 3, August 7th, 2024, day 3 of our Stethoscope Giveaway. So for those of you that are new, we're just going to explain this one more time. Basically, everyone who posts a comment gets automatically entered into the Stethoscope Giveaway. I'm giving away 2 Lippmann Classic 3 stethoscopes, and those winners will be selected tomorrow. So it looks like a whole bunch of people are joining in TikTok. Hi, guys. Nobody on YouTube quite yet. Come on, it's been 14 seconds. Let's get in here. I'm joking. All right. So, and just a reminder, you are entered into the giveaway if you post a comment. I'm going to give it like a few more seconds. It looks like there's plenty of people already in here. Really hoping to get some good questions to get a little discussion going. Otherwise, I'll just flap my gums about my workday, which was exhausting. There we go. Danny, and I actually think that's a new name, so I'm going to write that down real quick. Queena's back. Queena's back. Day 3. Oh my God. I'm gonna enter Queena like 3 times. I'm joking. That would be unfair, but still. All right. So from YouTube, we have C Case YouTube. From TikTok, we have, hey, Boris, I asked you a question on one of your videos. Okay. What is that? Danny 1008. Can you repeat your question for everybody here? Danny 1008. And that's TikTok. All right. Queena says, gang, gang. Good eve, everybody. Alex Williams. I think that's a new name as well. Hi, Alex. Alex Williams from YouTube. All right, cool. And I'm just writing all these names down so that I can enter you into the giveaway. All right. So Danny says, I asked you a question on one of your videos. Okay. What was that question? I get at least a dozen per day, if not a whole lot more than that. Melissa, happy to join today. I don't know if I wrote your name down before, Melissa. Melissa Pineda. So I'm going to enter you into the giveaway. Melissa Pineda. And that is TikTok. All right, let's see. So I am a non-traditional student. I have a AS, I'm assuming that's Associate's Degree in Occupational Therapy Assistant, and I wanted to, she's still typing. Okay. Holy Vega, I remember you. How's it going? It's going good. How you doing? I don't know about you, but I worked a very long day. We saw, I want to say 60-some patients today, and 35 of which were provider visits, maybe 56. I think it was 56 patients, 35-ish provider visits, which at my last company was not actually that much. I've seen up to like 50 there, without breaking a sweat. At this company, for whatever reason, seeing 35 was exhausting. I want to say I'm going to blame it on the EMR. That's one thing when you guys are looking for jobs, guys, what you should really do is, besides just the pay, the benefits, the specialty, all that kind of stuff, one thing you should really look at is the practical aspects. How is their EMR? Is it very needy? Are you going to have to make a ton of clicks per patient because that just adds to your workload? Or is it kind of more streamlined? That's just kind of a hot tip. It'll make you either love your life or hate your life when you get busy. And so Danny says she's a non-traditional applicant, bachelor's degree without online classes or community college. So what exactly is your question, Danny? Holy Vega says, my day was a long one too. I work at an ENT clinic as an MA and I assist with 11 procedures today. Is that a lot? For like office-based procedures, I guess, yeah, if I had to do 11 procedures, that would be a very busy day. Jay Calindris, here we go. Jay Calindris is a new name for me. So that's from YouTube. I'm going to enter you into the giveaway. And yes, I have experience with Epic. That's currently the company that I'm in right now. We use Epic, and I'm not going to rant about it, but if you could read my body language, I obviously don't like it. Epic is awful. It works really well. It's really pretty. It's really quick. It's really good that like you have my chart and all that stuff. There's really good features about it. But the problem with Epic is it's so needy. It is so needy. Like there's 10 billion things you have to do. So you are trained, you go to school to be a medical provider, and you end up being a data entry clerk, which is not what I want to do. So Epic is horrendous in some ways. It's good in other ways, but I don't like it. I wanted some advice as to what? Darian. Darian is a new name. Darian said, what job do you recommend to get patient care hours for PA school? Honestly, anything that you are hands-on with patients. So the best way to look for what kind of job to get into is look at the schools you want to apply to, and you want to look at their list of acceptable experience, which every school will have on their website, and choose something from there, because it would suck to get all these hours somewhere and then you can't apply to the schools that you want to apply to. So choose from their list of acceptable experience. Every school is a little tiny bit different. So that's the answer for Darian. All right, let me try to catch up on YouTube here. Let's see. Do you have experience with Epic? Alex Williams said, I was the one who sent you a message through your website and you emailed me back. Okay. Queena says, how many hours a day did you study during didactic? It really varied. It varied. Like when things got really busy and there was like 3-4 exams per week, especially during finals week, unlimited. I mean, you're sitting in class, you're trying to kind of use your time wisely, studying during class for other classes. And then, you go home, you eat, and then your butt is right back in the chair, you're studying again. So 5 after class. So a total of like 15, 16 hours total, maybe. That's the maximum. Usually it wasn't more than that, maybe 2 or 3 on a light week. Long day as well, studying for EMT school, lots of information. That's CK. So have you written down? I do. EMT is awesome. EMT is a great experience. I wish more people had that. I wish I had that. Getting a job in the urgent care, there's so much like EMT type knowledge that I wish I had. Terry Klein says, thanks for the giveaway. You're welcome. And let me write down your name because I don't think I've done that before. Terry Klein. There was a Sophia Klein yesterday. I wonder if you guys are related. Queena says, I primarily did my PCE as a dermatology MA, medical assistant. That's great. Wish I had done it sooner because you get trained on the job and get a certification. Would recommend to any pre-PA because it is cost effective. Yeah, a lot of practices, especially like private practices, whether they're primary care, urgent cares, specialty offices, they will train a medical assistant oftentimes without a certification, without a formal degree. They'll just train you right on the job, and then you still get to be a medical assistant. And a lot of times those guys pay more too. So that's definitely a really good way to go for your patient care. Let's see. Danny says, what do so that I could obtain a bachelor's without online classes or community college? I'm not sure if there's a language barrier here, but what can I do to obtain a bachelor's degree without online or community college? You go to college. You get a bachelor's degree. I guess I'm not exactly understanding the question, but you go to college. There's hundreds of them. Do you have any videos on study tips for Clin Med? I heard the horror stories. So Queena is starting PA school in the fall, actually in August, which I guess is in 2 weeks. Clin Med it's a beast. I mean, it's like where you get the majority of your clinical medicine knowledge. That's why it's called clinical medicine. Study tips for Clin Med. Yeah, I mean, my main study videos are how to study for anatomy and also just how to study, just different study methods, just kind of digging into the science of memorizing things. Different kinds of recall. So there's like cued recall where you memorize A and then you just know that it comes with B. There's serial recall where you memorize things in a list and then you also memorize things like in the order and also things next to it. It's hard to explain, but watch that video, basically how to study. Boris the PA, how to study. It's a good video. What to do so that I could obtain a bachelor's without online classes. Okay, I think I just answered that one. Chloe did not comment. Chloe joined. Cool. I think I'm actually caught up. Okay, sweet. Yeah, being caught up feels good, guys. Yeah, I don't see any other questions here. So I don't know. Unless I see another question here, I'm probably going to just keep posting on, or I'm going to keep ranting about Epic and about choosing a job where, most of your tasks are actually medicine and not just data entry. So things between different EMRs. So, and also every EMR is like set up differently by every company depending on what they want. So depending on like what kind of EMR you have determines how your workflow goes, what you get to do, whether you have Dragon or not is a huge deal. That's like the dictation, because you can always speak faster than you can type. So for instance, I'm just going to do like a tale of 2 urgent cares. I worked at one urgent care that had this like super archaic EMR. I think it was called, not MedEnd. It was DocuTap. It was like from the 90s. It was ancient. Looked like Windows 1995. But the good thing about it is there wasn't really a whole lot of screens to scroll through. It was just like HPI, ROS, physical exam, MDM, and then just like sending stuff. So it really wasn't a lot. The one I'm currently using, Epic, has like 10 billion screens, and you have to do so much stuff before you're even allowed to close the note. And it's like, I feel like a data entry clerk. And so seeing 35 patients today was absolutely exhausting. Whereas I have seen, well into the 40s without feeling exhausted at my previous company because of the way the EMR is set up. So I'm really hoping that they're able to fix that. Terry Klein says, Sophia is actually my sister. She recommended your channel. That is awesome. This is like a family situation here, because Sophia, I believe, just got into PA school, and I edited her personal statement. And my business partner, Elijah, did a mock interview with her, and, results speak for themselves. And Terry, what is it you do, Terry? Are you also trying to get into medicine? What do you do? And then CK says, I do like how you talked about it in one of your videos, how to learn for now and just to get through the next test. Yes. So for people like Queena and other people starting PA school, like Sophia, you're going to have very motivated professors that are going to say everything is important. Every single thing here is necessary. And that's true. But at the same time, that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on you. And your job as a PA student is not to practice medicine. Your job as a PA student is to be a PA student, which means passing tests. What is your job description as a PA student? It's passing exams. Your job is to pass exams. That's it. Learn as much as you can, but understand that even if you learn a ton and then you still don't do enough to pass a certain exam, you're out of the program and then you never get to be a PA. So your job is to pass tests. Pass the next exam, do as much as you can to pass that exam, and move on. I promise enough of the knowledge will stick to where you're in clinical practice and you'll be fine, okay? Pass the next exam, that is it. That's what Queena just said. Back in November 2001, when I was a unit secretary, the hospital I worked at got hacked and Epic was down for 3 months. That sounds awful because that means, what is it? You got to be paper charts for 3 months? That sounds awful. But I don't know. I'm sure it has some advantages because then you don't have to code and do stupid stuff in the EMR. She says, you are giving me confidence and fear at the same time. Good. That's exactly right. You should be confident, but you shouldn't be overconfident. You should be afraid enough that you could fail to where you work hard, but at the same time, don't freak out. You got this. Terry says he is a PT assistant, but thinking of PA in the future. Good. I think we had at least one PT assistant in my program, so that's good. Yeah, you should absolutely follow in your sister's footsteps and become a PA. I don't think I see any new comments from any new people. Oh, there we go. Patrick says, have you used CPRS? I actually don't know what CPRS is. And if I wasn't super busy trying to write stuff down, I'd Google it right now. But what is CPRS? And I'm going to write down Patrick's name. Patrick C from YouTube says CPRS. I don't know what that is. How do we join the giveaway? You literally just joined it. That's Damien. I don't think I wrote your name down yet. Damien Blake. Okay, so yeah, literally all you had to do was join the live and post a comment, and that was it. So you just did. So I wrote your name down, and I'm officially going to put it into the random name generator tomorrow. So you officially have the same chance to win as everybody else. Just to give you guys a rough idea of how many we got here so far. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 comments today. We have, that's Holy Vega's actually asking exactly what I'm doing. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 39 so far, unless some of these are doubles. So far you have a 1 out of 39 chance to win the stethoscope. And that's actually going to be closing in the next couple of minutes because I'm going to be hopping off here, take a walk around the block, eat something, and go to bed because I am exhausted from filling out the EMR. I can't even say I'm exhausted from seeing patients. I'm exhausted from clicking and clicking and clicking in the EMR. Danny says she sees anywhere from 15 to 20 patients a day, depending on the specialty and depending on the working hours. So I work 12s, so 35 is not absurd. That's just barely, not even 3 patients an hour. 15 to 20 for an 8-hour day, that's a pretty good amount. It depends also what you do. In primary care, that's a beast. In urgent care, that's a slow day. A very easy, slow day. Okay. What you got? Anybody else? Any parting remarks? Any other questions? I'm going to do this for another minute, and then I'm going to hop right off. Oh, there we go. Sarah, you got in just in the nick of time. Sarah, smiley face from TikTok. You got in just in the nick of time. You're welcome for doing the giveaway. You are now number 40. So yeah, you guys have a 1 out of 40 chance of winning a stethoscope. And actually I'm giving away 2. So I guess that averages out to you have a 1 out of 20 chance. So that's actually pretty dang good. That's actually really, really good. Holy Vega says, how many people? I just told you 40. Queena says, my provider saw 55 people on average. Bruh, what does your provider do? You said, did you say dermatology? And then Holy Vega says, enjoy your dinner, Boris. Thank you. I'm going to. I can't wait to like be sitting there and eating and not being worried about patients. Just like, I don't know, watching Game of Thrones or something. Derm. Yeah. So 55 patients in a day in derm. That's nuts. That is nuts. I don't know if it's just like really procedure based where it's almost like surgery where people get everything ready and then the doctor comes in for like 2 seconds, does the biopsy, does whatever, hands it off to whomever, and then it's done. If it's like that, yeah, 55 is probably a breeze. If you actually have to talk to them, get a history of present illness, physical exam, all that stuff, 55 is a beast. Sarah says, oh, no, she already said, thank you for doing the giveaway. You're welcome. Jake Lindra says, I think you mentioned in an old video, but how do you overcome feeling down for being a non-traditional student? Feeling down for being a non-traditional student, why are you down? It's going to be a little bit annoying that everybody in class is younger than you and you can't really relate to them. But aside from that, I mean, you have a tremendous amount of experience, life experience, the stuff that stresses these younger kids out, no offense, but the stuff that stresses younger people out is not going to stress you out as an older person. So that's good. You have things more in perspective. You're more focused. You're less focused on going out and drinking and partying, and you're more focused on school. Like being non-traditional has a lot of tremendous benefits, at least I think. Yeah, Vega says, I think it gives you more experience and a lot more stories you can share. Yeah, absolutely. Why are you feeling down about being a non-traditional student? Well, so that's being a non-traditional student. If you mean non-traditional applicant, as in like I have all this stuff kind of working against me, yeah, that's a little different and a little difficult. But what you really want to do is find the schools that are looking for those kinds of folks. Some schools, and also like culture changes in admissions year over year. So some schools really like to play it safe and they like to just kind of go with the highest GPA possible people. Usually they end up with a bunch of like very smart 22-year-olds without a lot of experience. And some schools are really more holistic. They really look at the whole applicant and they look at who's going to be just the best provider. And so kind of 2 schools come to mind. One, Rutgers. I keep harping on Rutgers because I'm obsessed with that program. They're so awesome. And I just mentioned I interviewed Dr. Palferman. So Rutgers is extremely holistic. A lot of their folks are a little bit older, are non-traditional, and they're killing it because they chose the right people. Another school that I'm not going to mention kind of has a track record of going based on GPA solely, and then they get a bunch of people that are like really good at studying, but don't have the best stress management, that kind of situation. So, pick and choose. But there are schools that really do appreciate you as a non-traditional applicant. So do know that. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it. I think 40 is a pretty dang good number because I think I said if I got less than 10, I would not do the giveaway. And we got 40. So honestly, for the first time going live ever, I got to thank you guys. This is amazing. This is an amazing turnout. And honestly, if the comments came in any faster than this, I would not be able to keep up. So I don't really know what I'm going to do as these lives get more popular. But oh, wait a minute. We got a new one. Shout out to Boris for doing the giveaway. Thanks, Queena. I hope you win. I legitimately really hope you win. I hope anybody wins, but I really hope that this person who's so engaged wins, just personally. How do we know what the schools look for? I don't know how to answer that. How do we know what the schools look for? Oh, yeah, read their website. Look at their mission and values. Look what they're looking for. Look what they're hoping to accomplish. Fatima Masado, I'm probably butchering that. How can we tell if a school looks at apps more holistically? Okay, that's a great question. Man, I keep trying to leave, but you guys keep having really good questions. Thank you for the opportunity. You keep me motivated. Hey, Holy Vega, seriously, if that's all I can do for you is keep you motivated, that's what I'll do. I'm stoked about that. So Fatima has a great question. How do you know if a school looks at applications more holistically or if they're more just like, get people through, get people with good grades, the end? So usually, so this is not scientific, but this is just my opinion. Usually schools that are not rolling and kind of look at all their applications all at once at the end, those are the schools that are more holistic. So Rutgers is one of those. Lemoyne, the school I went to, was one of those. So if they're rolling, they usually just kind of want to fill up the class as fast as possible, the end, be done with it. If they're not rolling, usually they're a little bit more holistic. Also, somebody said, Paula Deddy, aloha from Hawaii. I lived in Kailua for 3 years. I love Hawaii. Hope I'm on time for the Stethoscope Giveaway. I enjoyed watching the series with Rutgers students. Paula, I've literally been trying to sign off for the last minute, but people keep asking good questions, and this is too much fun, so I can't leave. But Paula, you just made it in the nick of time. And also mahalo. Oh, wait, no, mahalo would be what you should tell me because that's thank you. What other freaking Hawaiian words should I know, having lived there for 3 years? Aloha, mahalo, kieki, children, ono grinds. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Fatima says, I just joined. How are you entering the giveaway? Thank you for responding. Fatima, you are officially in the giveaway. I'm writing your name down. Ma Kedo. Okay. And then love you, love me. Promise to hire you as a health coach if you marry my daughter to get her out of the house. That's an interesting comment. Okay. So I'm going to enter you into the giveaway there. Love you, love me. I don't know how to respond to the rest of the question, but that's from TikTok. I promise to hire you as my health coach if you marry my daughter to get her out of the house. I can't promise that, love you, love me, but you are entered into the giveaway. Let's see. The comment is wild. That's awesome. I love the stuff that people say online. That sounds like a bot. That's a very creative bot, if that's a bot. That is a tremendously creative bot. What was that comment? I don't know. It was from TikTok. Oh, there we go. You could return my daughter within 30 days if you're not completely satisfied. No questions asked. Okay, someone's trolling. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this, but I am blocking that account because trolling's hilarious, but at the same time, I ain't got time for it. Okay, so that person has been blocked. No more silly comments. I don't know. Watch it not be a bot. Watch it be a real person, and he has an eligible daughter that I really should marry. I don't know. Maybe I just made the biggest mistake of my life. But if it's meant to be, then it will be. Anyway, this is getting weird. I'm going to sign off. You can pin this comment. Nope, I blocked you. Sorry. Okay, well, that's a good way to end it, I guess. All right, y'all. So we have just a little bit over 42 people, I believe, with Fatima, Paula, and Love You, Love Me. Never mind. I'm taking Love You, Love Me out. You and your daughter can buy your own stethoscope. Have a good night. You as well, Queena, if I don't hear from you, best of luck in your PA school. Let me know if you need help. And I'm signing off of YouTube and TikTok. LOL, thank you. You're very welcome, Jake Lindros. All right, y'all. Tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, we're going to draw the winners. Good night.